Hello, Geekai here, and funny story about this Project Nihilum Zero episode. So, I originally recorded this as my first blind playthrough of Act 2, the Bounty Hunter route episodes that were added. Bad news! I was lazier than Sullivan and didn't use my normal microphone that I've been using in previous stuff. I thought, oh, my more expensive headset microphone will be just fine. It wasn't fine. The audio quality was kind of wrong. I don't know if it's better or worse than the times when I used to use OBS to record my sound with Act 1 Project Nihilum Zero stuff. Either way, I decided to later re-record the entire route again to use as the official episode, so to speak. But I didn't really want to completely scrap my blind reactions. I know some people enjoy those, and I wanted to keep up that tradition of having the routes being completely blind at first. So, I did some very minor editing, added a couple silly little counters, and am now throwing it onto the internet for all of you to see my mistakes. So, with that said, let's get right into it. Not so welcome.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
1-11-2969-2000 Alley. The strange figure in front of you stands motionless for a moment, while you feel their eyes staring at you from behind the black, dead holes in the mask. A cold shiver runs down your spine, while your heart is still racing with adrenaline. You've barely escaped the lab and already you're running into the clutches of the next monster? Shaking, but determined not to let yourself be locked up again, you clench your hands into fists and brace them, but your feet do not take up a defensive stance. You prepare to run away, like prey. The masked figure approaches. Her boots have high heels that echo with a sharp, clacking sound off the cracked walls of the surrounding houses with every step. Gently and elegantly, she raises one hand and extends it towards you. For a moment, your tension eases. Your mind tells you to run, but you feel that the woman in front of you has no evil intentions. At least, that's what you think, for a brief moment. Follow me, or I'll force you to.
Oh yeah, quick mention. So Act 2 and beyond are not going to be voice acted for the entire time like they were in the past. So I am learning just as much as everybody else the voice actors and actresses behind these characters. So bear with me. I'm going to be having to do a lot more talking than usual.
Your momentary hope for help, or even mercy, evaporates completely. Tension returns to your fists. Your mind prepares for another escape. Your eyes frantically scan the alley. Chewing gum stuck to the sidewalks, loose cables hanging down from the walls of the houses, scattered glass bottles on the ground. But no one who could help you. No good hiding place nearby. The stranger takes a few more steps towards you. I won't hurt you. Just take you away, to a place under my command. She waits for a decision.
I'm going to follow her because, as stupid as I am, yeah, of course I'm going to follow the first person that offers me any semblance of, like, well-being, in quotes.
You lower your fists, taking a deep breath, and approach her with small steps. The stranger lowers her hand and waits until you are standing next to her. Together, you take a few steps. You're still tense. Then you feel a dull pain in the back of your neck. Thank you for your trust. Nevertheless, I cannot let you know the way to the hideout. Not yet.
Okay, so, I'm out. I'm out cold. I'm assuming if I ran, the same thing probably would have happened, but that's for another time of finding out every single dialogue option, because yes, of course I'm going to do that. What else is new? Yep, very, Very out cold. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is new. Sorry, I had to admire the music for just a little bit. It would not be me if I wasn't, like, enjoying the music.
You don't know how long your mind has been lost in this endless, eternal, dark void of unconsciousness.
Oh, I like that! Oh, God. I am getting so distracted. Sorry.
Even before you open your eyes, you feel the pain in your neck, then the coldness around you. A dull humming reaches your ears. Blinking, you open your eyes. Your heart begins to beat faster. Fear. You sit up, panic spreading through your body. Then the door opens. You press yourself against the wall and pull the blanket in front of you out like a protective shield. You pause. You are sitting in a bed. Someone has covered you up. You move your arms and legs to check. No restraints chaining you to the bed.
Not this time!
Your gaze wanders uncertainly from your hands to the stranger. Good morning, sunshine. No laughter. No giggling. She steps forward, folds her hands behind her back, and sizes you up with her gaze. At least, that's what you assume. My name is Scythe. I brought you here, to this safe place. You swallow hard, then you nod. I am Oslok. Oslok. Alright. Scythe wanders around the room, averting her gaze from you. I'm sure you have questions, right? You stare at Scythe for a moment, then the questions pour out of your mouth.
Where am I? Why did you bring me here? What's going to happen to me? Why?
Scythe raises a hand to silence you. You're safe. Fresh out of the lab, and shortly after, you wake up in a strange place. You're lucky I found you. She turns away from you. Tell me, have you ever heard of a group of bounty hunters? She turns back to you, and for a moment you see your own face instead of your... And for a moment you see your own face instead of her mask.
Oh, and editing, I would still love... I'm gonna go on a little ramble here real quick. I actually got art of a couple of my characters from the creator of the game, Byaku. I recently got the one of Oslok, and oh my god, it was so cool! He's so crazy, and I love him!
Ooh, music.
Sorry. But yeah, I was like, in editing, I 100%, that'd be funny to just do right about now, because that'd be silly.
Within seconds, her face loses its shape and becomes her mask again. You swallow. Your gaze falls on your own hands. Your ability. Shape-shifting. Scythe is like you, only she seems to be much more experienced in using it. I see you understand. Feel free to look around, but don't leave the base. I'll give you permission when the time is right. She turns to the door and opens it. She pauses for a moment, her gaze resting on you. You sense that there is something even Scythe does not seem to understand. Then she leaves the room, and the door closes behind her. You remain silent in your bed for a few moments, then crawl out from under the covers. Unable to curb your curiosity, you step out into the hallway.
Yeah, that sounds about right! I want to know what's going on.
A long, quiet hallway lies ahead of you. At one end, you see a door smeared with the same symbol from Scythe's mask. Suddenly,
Who's there?
you flinch and spin around. The stranger comes uncomfortably close, raises a hand and pushes you on the shoulder, causing you to stumble back a few steps. She comes closer again. A stranger? In the middle of our base? How did you get in here, huh?
Scythe brought me here.
Oh, anyone could say that. What are you, a shapeshifter? You swallow. She demands a demonstration.
I'm gonna transform into another person because, I know in, out of meta knowledge, because turning into an animal, obviously, that's more of a hybrid thing, even though I I know shapeshifters can do that, but transforming into another person is a whole other story. Luca didn't like that. Oops! You feel the skin on your face begin to tighten as the transformation begins. This is totally not gonna have any problems. You let your feelings run free without thinking about what you are turning into. When you are finished, the stranger takes a few steps back in shock. Then you look down at yourself. Zen! God damn it, Zen! Okay, of all the people to turn into, that was a very stupid decision, Ocelot. What the hell? The shock causes the transformation to subside and you return to your original appearance. It's like, what did I do? Never transform into that monster again unless you want to provoke a fight response. Understood? She raises a hand. Luca, stop. This is the guest Scythe brought with her. She stands between you and the stranger, who apparently is named Luca. Our guest is under Scythe's protection. You know what that means? Luca snorts contemptuously, walks past you, and bumps into your shoulder. When do you think she'll kick you out? After the first test? Or even before that? She disappears around the next corner with quick steps. I did not mean to piss her off like that, but, well, that happened. I turned into Zen. Everything's fine. You turn around again and stare at the door to Scythe's room. You think for a moment, then feel a tentative tap on your shoulder. Just ignore Luca. I'm Tora. Just Tora. You let out a giggle, but it is drowned out by the sudden rumbling of your stomach. I want food! I want food! Come on, I'll show you around. Then we'll get something to eat. Yay! You nod silently. Tora's friendliness feels genuine, but you've learned not to trust everyone right away. For now, though, you have no choice. Tora leads you down the hallway to the next corner. She points to the large door there and enters. The living room. Ignore the clutter, it's always here. No one knows who it belongs to, so no one wants to clean it up. Your gaze wanders around the room. The style and material of the walls, floor, and ceiling seem familiar to you. Tora points to the TV and explains something about TV time, the missing remote control, and so on. At some point, you tune out. The tension inside you is eased. Tora leads you out into the hallway and turns left. You pass various doors with nameplates on them. Small stickers and photos adorn some doors, while others are kept as simple as possible. Tora, Luca, Shadow, Rope, Tommy, and Scythe. That's right, those are all the residents. We're all members of the group led by Scythe. I know she was often cold and distant. She has her secrets, like everyone else here. You stop in front of another room. It is the room where you woke up. Tora stops in front of the door, but it motions for you to go in. There are several sets of new clothes and toiletries for you in the closet. Put on whatever fits. There's not much to choose from, but clean clothes are better than nothing. Feel free to use the shower in the bathroom across from your room. I'll come get you for dinner later. You can sense her smiling gently beneath her mask. Calm sets in. Then you feel your breathing suddenly become easier. Hope. You feel hope. And calm. Alone in your room, you take a deep breath. First, Scythe kidnaps you. Then this strange place in Luca. And now Tora. It's a lot to process all at once. Lost in thought, you rummage through the piles of clothes in your closet. They are all full body suits in dark gray with some light gray areas, such as on the elbows or knees. Without thinking twice, you choose one in the right size and head to the bathroom across the hall with your toiletries. It's quiet. The warm water gently splashes against your skin. You keep your eyes closed almost the entire time. For the first time in a long time, you feel relaxed. You apply some shampoo to your hair and are surprised by how good it smells. Like nature. Plants. Rain. Like freedom. There's a knock at the door. You startle out of your thoughts. Dinner's ready! One moment you were in the shower, and now you're in your room.
Relaxation has put you on autopilot. Tora, who is still standing in the doorway, waves you over. Together, you make your way to the living room, while you can already hear voices from behind the door.
Oh my gosh! Oh, one on the far right is so small in comparison to everyone! I'm sorry. That probably would be me, unironically. I'm not like short, but like, I'm short.
Together, you enter the sweet-smelling room. You already know Luca. She doesn't even glance at you.
Yeah, she and I don't exactly like each other right now.
Tora sits down next to the little blonde girl and starts filling her plate and yours with the delicious-smelling food.
I need to see if I can... I need to remember what key that is. Oh, I picked the right key. I need to, like... I need to, like, point out the food. I need to do it. It's kind of part of me at this point. Anyways,
you finally sit down too.
I'm adding words. That's how distracted I am by the food.
You sit down too and tentatively start to eat.
Oh god. Wow, I'm a mess.
You sit down too and tentatively start eating. Silence. Until the girl finally asks,
Huh?
"What's your name?"
Aslak.
You smile kindly, at least you try to. The girl tilts her head and replies cheerfully, "I'm Rope, and this is Tora, and that's Luca, and Shadow." She starts asking you lots of questions. For some reason, most of them are about drains and sewers.
Okay, so she's autistic? I'm kidding. I don't actually know. But it's just like immediately like, okay, hyperfixation. Not hyperfixation, special interest.
Well, you do your best to answer the questions satisfactorily. You watch the others eat. Each of them pushes their mask up so that only their mouth is uncovered. It seems uncomfortable to you, but you're sure these masks have a meaning. Tora wears one, so does Rope. Luca, Shadow, and Scythe too. Everyone except you. If you're going to stare, at least do it subtly.
Me and Subtlety don't know each other.
You flinch, embarrassed, and look back at your food. The masks are a symbol. Only those who have been accepted as full members of our group are given a mask. Luca mentioned tests. Is that what this is all about? Luca lets out a spiteful laugh. Tora gives her a quick, wordless glance. Don't worry, you'll have time. Get here first, get to know us, and then you'll get to know yourself and your abilities. But, Aslak, tell me, what is your goal? You think about it. Until now, it's always been about mere survival. Then there was Delta, now the thing with the tests, and Soren.
Oh! Oh my heart! I unfortunately don't think Aslak would go for that option, even though, like, Soren was kind of, like, close-ish. I don't think Aslak is nice enough to go for that. I don't think. I think this one, I need to find answers. I need to know what's going on. Because we know nothing. We know nothing about our ability. Yeah.
I need to find answers. Tora nods understandingly.
Oh?
A question that drives you. Curiosity can be a powerful emotion. Curiosity can be a powerful motivation. Don't forget, curiosity kills the cat.
But satisfaction brought it back. Get it right.
Tora sighs. Sometimes, however, it's worth dying for your curiosity. The conversation continues for some time. They ask you questions about your time in the lab, the games, your escape. Rope asks and asks and asks, but Tora helps explain your answers. Shadow seems to be listening even if he doesn't say anything. A short time later, you find yourself back in your room. Fatigue clouds your senses. You take off the strange suit and fall into bed. Even though the mattress is hard, it's so much more comfortable than a bed in the lab. Breathing deeply, you pull the covers up to your nose. They smell fresh, but floral. Maybe tonight I'll dream of a flower meadow, That would be nice. Murmuring softly, you fall into a deep sleep.
On to episode 2! A normal night. Is it really gonna be normal, though? Do we even know what normalcy is? I don't know.
02-11-2969.
I don't know how to say that in military time, even though I know military time. Basically midnight.
Your room.
Oh, it's Delta Place again.
There is no sign of the flower meadow you had hoped to dream of. Instead, you find yourself back in the familiar place. The layer of water you seem to be standing on creates small waves around your feet. You pause for a moment and see shadows darting beneath the surface of the dark water.
Oh, this is like, oh! I don't know why my brain never understood, like, what this was. Like, it thought it was like, oh, we're just in the middle of nowhere, and, like, there's just a line, like, of the horizon. No, apparently I'm guessing this is, like, water, and we're, like, standing on it. And then, like, Delta, like, shows up in the distance or something. That is cool to know, honestly. Like, that's neat.
You tear your gaze away from the dark figures and look around. The dull, familiar humming of this place echoes through the endless emptiness. You wonder if Delta knows you are here.
Delta? Are you here?
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice movement, causing your gaze to dart upward into the dark, empty sky. A figure emerges from the darkness, slowly floating down toward you. Her hair still reaches high into the sky, so you can't see where it ends. Delta now stands before you, her body relaxed, her arms and legs hanging limply as always. Ah, you. Something inside you is happy to see her again. Gradually, this place is becoming familiar to you. Did you call me? Always. Finally, a response. You remember that your last encounter was during your escape from the lab. The sudden loss of contact with Delta had left you at a loss. I escaped, and am now with the bounty hunters. Delta knows. Plan successful. You pause, then laugh quietly. You seem to know everything, don't you? Delta has eyes everywhere, but don't worry. Task.
You have a task for me? And can I trust the bounty hunters?
Your thoughts jump to Scythe, Luca, Shadow, Tora, and Rope. You would trust some of them, others not so much.
Trust is a very loosely used word right now.
In safety, rest, and task. You swallow. By now, you trust Delta, even if you sometimes wonder if it's really a wise decision. But do you have any other choice? You nod in reply. What task? Remember. Experience to remember. You remain silent. In all the excitement, you forgot that you had forgotten. Experience in order to remember? So, I should visit places I may have been before? Is that it? Yes. Experience. Remember. Suddenly, you remember something else. Someone.
What about Soren? You met him! He was here!
After remembering.
But...
Trust. Friend, after remembering. You sigh. Leaving Soren behind in the lab wasn't an easy decision. Delta seems to have noticed your reaction. Friend safe. Don't worry. You raise an eyebrow.
Safe. In the lab. Sure.
But at least Soren doesn't seem to have been selected for further experiments or even the games. Calm now? You nod, smiling slightly. It's strange to have a powerful spirit, or whatever Delta is, by your side. Even if you don't quite understand who she is and what she can do yet. Good. Good. Then go. See you soon. You close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And relax. The deep humming that echoes through Delta's world slowly fades away. When everything is quiet, you open your eyes. Your room in the bounty hunter's base. You exhale slowly and calmly. Still, you feel a little queasy. Delta said you were safe, and so did Zoran, but who knows how long it will stay that way. Your gaze wanders to the dark room. You can just make out the outlines of the few pieces of furniture. The ticking of the clock reaches your ears. It's not annoying. On the contrary, it's rhythmic. It calms you, like a heart that keeps beating. Your hand wanders to the dresser next to your bed, on which there is a small lamp. You fiddle with the cord a little until you find the switch. Click. It remains dark. A shiver runs down your spine. Suddenly, the darkness feels oppressive. You click the switch again, but the darkness remains. You swallow, throw aside the covers, and stumble to the light switch on the wall next to the door.
I love this music. I love whatever this, kind of melody instrument. I don't know what it is exactly, but oh, that was so nice.
Click. No light. Oppressive darkness. You throw open the door, but before you can take a step, a cloth bag is thrown over your head. Hands grab your arms and legs.
I'm gonna self-defense.
You scream loudly, throw yourself back and forth, tugging at the hands that are holding you. Some hands let go. You fall to the ground, hitting your elbow and back on the floor. Full of adrenaline, you let out a scream that sounds more like an attack than a cry for help. Every fiber in your body burns as you lash out. You feel hot and nauseous. With a powerful kick, you hit one of your captors, followed by...
Oh!
Ow!
Here, come here, let me see.
I am making everybody hate me, dang, alright.
You freeze in your movements. The other sees the opportunity, grabbing one arm and one leg each, and carry you away through the darkness.
Well, maybe if you didn't do that to me, I wouldn't be so freaking out.
You call out again and again.
Rope! Rope!
Till you are finally dropped like a sack of potatoes onto the hard floor. The cloth bag is torn from your head with a jerk, allowing you to see who brought you here despite the dim light. Luca, who looks threatening. Shadow, who also intimidates you. Tora, who stands close to Rope and seems to be comforting her.
Rope, who took your kick right in the stomach.
And Scythe. She is holding a box in her hands. Still breathing rapidly and pumped up on adrenaline, you crawl back a little. The small pit in the middle of the room where you are sitting prevents you from sliding back any further, and your back is already pressed against the edge in the upper rim. We have gathered here to send Oslok on the path of trial.
What's happening?
Shh. Listen. You swallow.
I just did. Stop that.
Scythe steps closer, stops in front of you, and looks down at you. Come on, get up. You follow her instruction and rise, your knees trembling with tension. Then a kind of ritual seems to begin. From this moment on, you, Oslok, are a probationary member of our circle. To prove yourself, you will have to pass tests and complete tasks. There is no turning back now. Once you have proven yourself worthy of being part of us, you will become a full member and receive your mask. Until then, you must obey our every word. You swallow, then remember. Delta said you were safe. You take a deep breath in, and out. Scythe opens the small box in her hand. Inside is a small dagger. The handle is decorated with small notches and flourishes. The blade glows blood red. Next to it is a small glass tube on a chain. Shadow steps closer and holds the box while Scythe takes out the dagger and the pendant. She opens the lid of the glass tube and then holds out both hands to you. You slowly raise one hand and extend your index finger. There's only a brief sting as Scythe
Would not be an episode if I wasn't messing up my words.
There's only a brief sting as Scythe skillfully cuts your fingertip. Several drops of blood ooze out. Drop by drop, they fall into the small glass tube, which Scythe then closes and puts back in the box. Then she turns to you again. She holds out the dagger to you on her flat hands. You are now a bounty hunter in training. Use the dagger as you see fit. Whether it be for combat, for your survival, or as a reminder of whom you now owe your allegiance to. With steady hands, you take the dagger. The cool metal feels heavy in your hands. Then you turn your gaze back to Scythe. She nods, then turns and leaves the room. Shadow, Luca, Tora, and finally Rope follow silently until you are completely alone. Thoughts race through your head.
Great. A cult. I hope the ritual is the only strange thing here. I'm sure they had no idea how else to welcome new members.
You wait a few moments before finally leaving the room as well. You find yourself in the dark, quiet hallway.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, I like it.
You tiptoe over to your room door and then disappear into your room. You take a deep breath, holding the dagger tightly in one hand. And you suddenly let out a loud yawn, surprised that you are so tired again so soon after all the excitement. You carefully place the dagger on the metal surface of the dresser. Tired, you fall into your bed, pull the fluffy duvet up to your chin, and shortly thereafter fall into a deep sleep, while all the events run through your mind again in your dreams.
Alright, time to go to the final episode of this bounty hunter route, so that's gonna be fun. Anyways. Ooh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh!
2/11/2969. 0300 hours. Bounty hunter basis. Shortly afterwards, you wake up again. A quick glance at the clock reveals that less than half an hour has passed since you went to bed after the initiation ritual.
Well, that deep sleep didn't last long.
You sigh, roll onto your side, then wrinkle your nose. It takes a moment to identify the smell. That smells good. It smells delicious. Your gaze darts toward the door. You're still tired, but you decide to start the day in the rhythm of bounty hunters.
With food! That smelled like food, I'm assuming. I'm so sorry, I keep getting distracted by the music. Like, the music before was good, don't get me wrong, but oh my god, this new stuff is like tickling my brain in a way that I didn't know it would. Oh!
Dressed in a simple shirt and shorts as pajamas, you quickly put on socks and worn slippers so you're not completely at the mercy of the cold here in the hideout. You tiptoe quietly to the door, open it, and peek out into the hallway.
Oh, right.
You squint your eyes and wait a moment until you get used to the glare of the lights. Then you sniff the air again and follow the scent.
I'm following the scent of the food. That's just, as I've told people, like, feed Aslak and he'll be loyal for life.
You pass the kitchen, but the smell is faint there. You're sure it's coming from the living room. You carefully push the door open a crack, just enough to peek into the living room. The large dining table against the wall is set with rolls, spreads, and plates covered with crumbs from those very rolls. You don't seem to have been as quiet as you thought, because Tora turns her head toward the door and waves you over. Come here, you must be hungry, right? Rope has also noticed you and passed the chair next to her with one hand. Tora is sitting across from her. There is also a free chair next to her.
You know what? I feel bad about the fact that I kicked you in the stomach, Rope. I'm gonna sit with you. Rope is very excited! Oh! I hope this counts as an apology for what I did. You smile, then approach the spot Rope has offered you. The girl wiggles her legs cheerfully and giggles. With slow, rather cautious movements, you settle down on the chair's seat cushion, which has been patched up several times. You slide back and forth a little, trying to make yourself more comfortable. It's obvious that the bounty hunters take whatever materials, objects, and food they can get their hands on. But hey, they're alive and free. Here, take this. She pushes a clean plate over to you, then points to the fragrant rolls in a small, cute basket in the middle of the table. As you cut and fill your roll, you watch Tora and Rope lift their masks slightly and push them up so they can take a bite of their rolls. You silently observe the two of them eating, quite conspicuously. Impractical, isn't it? You nod somewhat sheepishly, then take the first bite of breakfast. A warm wave spreads through your body. You sigh happily. Food can be so wonderful, as long as it's not the slop from the labs. And even then, I was willing to eat that because, hey, food is food. This isn't working, damn it! And now there's chocolate spread stuck to the girl's mask. She wipes off the residue with a paper towel, then stares angrily at her sandwich. Stupid mask. Eat in your room. Scythe says I'm not allowed to because I don't finish my food, forget the leftovers, and don't clean up. Tora sighs and turns to you. I don't want to make you feel guilty, but right now we're always wearing masks because of you, even when we eat. You pause and stop in the middle of taking a bite. Why? Well, you're a member of our group for now, but we have to be careful. You can guess what Tora means. We may be bounty hunters, but both the labs and specialized government units are after us. When we go into town to run normal everyday errands, we usually do so without masks so as not to attract attention. What if you were a spy and saw us here without masks? Then you would still be able to recognize us in town and hunt us down. I see. Honestly, makes very much sense. Like, you don't want to get caught up by the labs again? I don't want to go back! It's nothing personal. Being cautious is almost the only thing we can do to protect ourselves. Her gaze wanders over to Rope, who is still struggling with her sandwich. Tora sighs again, but this time there's sadness in her voice. She says to you a little more quietly, We've been lucky so far. We have to protect Rope in particular. She wouldn't stand a chance in a fight against the catchers. I'm going to protect her with my life! That one. You swallow and nod. You realize that they see you as a potential risk, but are still giving you the chance to prove yourself and become a loyal member. A small smile creeps onto your lips. Don't worry. I'll respect your precautions and help you best as Sorry, I'm choking on food, I don't know. Don't worry. I'll respect your precautions and help you as best I can. Tora puts her mask back on properly, but makes no move to leave. She rests her chin on her hand and listens as Rope talks about the creepy catchers with her mouth full. Suddenly, Rope changes the subject. Aslock, why are you here anyway? You stop chewing as your gaze wanders thoughtfully around the room. Scythe found me and brought me here?
Oh.
But you're not prey, are you? Scythe only brings prey here. I'm not prey. I'm a bounty hunter on probation now. And what is your dream? What do you want to do later? Tora giggles amusedly and also waits eagerly for your answer. You remember what Delta last asked you to do. I want to experience things and get my memories back. If I return to places I used to be, maybe I can regain some of them.
Oh.
You have memories? She almost drops the sandwich in shock.
Huh?
I don't have any! I grew up in a lab as a baby and then at some point I was rescued. But Mallow! You look over at Tora, who is about to explain. Mallow is one of us, currently on the road. Her memories were also erased. Sometimes she gets little pieces back, especially after trips to certain places in the city. So it can work. Both nod as Rope devours the last bite of her sandwich. Then she brushes the crumbs off her clothes, which fall onto the table, chair, and floor. Her gaze seems to be focused on you, and she confidently puts her hands on her hips and waits. Come on, this'll be fun! What exactly is planned? Tora also rises elegantly from her seat, quickly stacks a few plates, and then follows Rope, who is already excitedly hopping through the living room toward the door.
Oh, it's just a little exercise after breakfast.
She giggles. You, however, just raise an eyebrow and follow the two of them.
Oh. In front of you, in the middle of the small pit, which is just big enough for a small fight, stands a wooden training dummy.
I should... And just like that, the little blonde is back, holding your blood-red dagger in her hands.
Hey, Rope, what did I say? You can't just go into other people's rooms.
Aw, but Aslok can start now! She looks at you expectantly, her hands folded in front of her chest. Tora also seems to be looking forward to a training fight between you and the training dummy.
Taking a deep breath, you step into the small pit, gripping the handle of the cold dagger tightly.
It won't be that difficult, huh? It looks so silly! Oh, God. Oh, my thing's only at half health? Not half health, half strength? Okay. Well, you know what? We might as well use the dagger we have to good use. The dummy was hit. It's the dummy's turn. The dummy can't attack. What did you expect? Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. Alright, we're gonna use the dagger again, and the dummy is not going to be able to dodge because it's a dummy. This is so silly. Oh! I thought for a moment it broke. It's like, oh no, it's the dummy's turn. Oh yeah, we're just gonna attack it over and over and over again. Alright, so it's not like, alright, we might as well just keep daggering the thing. I thought for a moment the fight broke or something. It's so weird that there's, like, no music during this, I will admit. Maybe I'll put some, like, I don't know, some music fighting nonsense in the background. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that one, the one song that played in the other fight. I will obviously know whenever I actually do this myself. But, in editing. But, I'm just talking at this point to kind of waste my time. We might as well, just keep using the dagger. Might as well get used to it, because we never actually fought in our route. We only escaped. So we might as well learn how to fight. Anyways, the dummy lost. What did you expect? It could not attack us.
With each attack, the movements become more familiar, but even the smallest movements drain your strength. Now, after your victory, the blood is rushing through your ears. Your gaze remains fixed on the training dummy, which lies in pieces on the floor. You proudly smile at Rope and Tora, who applaud you appropriately. Then your gaze wanders to the door. Leaning against the frame is Luca, arms crossed in front of her chest. She approaches, also applauding, albeit obviously sarcastically. Unbelievable. No one has ever fought so clumsily with a dagger as you. A record. And then there's the number of attacks it took to destroy the dummy. Effectiveness is definitely not your strong suit. Bravo! That was really entertaining to watch. I know. I want to learn. Luca likes your response? Okay, so we're just kind of at even now. I did something to annoy both of them. Both Luca and Rope. And now I'm on even ground, I guess? I don't know. Luca freezes in her movement. She had expected a cheeky contradiction. Not that you're really ready to learn. I know Osloc's a bit of a... I don't know how to say this without, oh, to hell with that, I've already sworn before. He's kind of a shit. He's kind of a shit. So it might be a little surprising. I actually want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to fight. I want to learn how to survive. The cheeky responses can come later. She tilts her head and seems to think for a moment.
Huh?
If you're ready for some strenuous training, then I'll be fair and give you one chance. You smile kindly and are about to reply when... Luca, you and Shadow come with me. We'll meet Mallow and Tommy outside.
And with that, she's gone again. Luca's still a little unsure about your behavior, adjusts her mask and follows sight. We'll have time for a little fight sometime. I'm looking forward to it. Your fight will take place sometime. The only question is whether Luca will abide by the Codex or kill. Anyways, that seems to be the end of this route. So,